such as child marriage, cultural norms, and economic constraints. Investing in the health and well-being of the girl child is also paramount. Access to proper health care, nutrition, and sanitation facilities are essential for her growth and development. By providing comprehensive healthcare services, including reproductive health education and services, government and society in general can empower girls to take control of their lives and make informed choices. The society must recognize and celebrate the potential of the girl child. By fostering a supportive environment that encourages her talents, skills, and ambitions, the society can create a world where every girl can thrive and reach her full potential. The girl child deserves equal opportunities, rights, and respect, and it is a collective responsibility to ensure that she receives them. This was the reason the United Nations set aside October 11 for World Girl Child Day. It is a special occasion that highlights the rights, challenges, and potential of girls around the world. It is a day to acknowledge the importance of investing in girls' education, health, and empowerment. On this day, the world recognizes and celebrates the potentials and achievements of girls and advocates for their equal opportunities and rights.
I'm unique in my own way. Everything about me is beautiful. So I feel special about being a girl child. I'm very, very proud being a girl child because I feel I've achieved some things my mates cannot achieve. I've also achieved some things my mates go extra mile to get, which I've already done by myself. It's so good. Being a girl child is very wonderful. Like, it's a very good thing. Like, I'm proud being a girl. I like it.
I'll say that it's not easy. It's not just easy. A lot. In fact, a lot. Number one, the special thing is that it's not easy to carry a child in her tummy for 9 months. You understand? Another thing that she cares. There's one special love she gives to her children. You understand? She trains her children and the rest of it. You understand? It's a lot. It's a lot.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. On behalf of the board and management of Delta Broadcasting Service Asaba, we extend our warmest congratulations to His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Ubrewari JP, Governor Delta State, on his first anniversary in office. In this short period, your visionary leadership, unwavering dedication, and tireless commitment to the betterment of Delta State have left an indelible mark on our collective journey towards progress and prosperity. Under your guidance, Delta State has witnessed transformative initiatives, groundbreaking policies, and remarkable strides across various sectors. Your steadfast determination to prioritize the welfare and development of our people has not gone unnoticed, and we are proud to stand by you in support of your noble endeavors. As we reflect on the past year, we are inspired by your resilience in the face of challenges, your ability to unite diverse communities, and your genuine concern for the welfare of every citizen. Your leadership serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, guiding us towards a brighter future for us all. On this auspicious occasion, we reaffirm our unwavering commitment to working collaboratively with your administration to realize the aspirations of our beloved Delta State. Together, we will continue to strive for excellence, innovation, and inclusivity, ensuring that every individual has the opportunity to thrive and succeed. Once again, congratulations on this significant milestone, and may the years ahead be filled with even greater achievements and prosperity for Delta State under your esteemed and inspirational leadership. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Honorable Austin Chikezie, Board Chairman, Delta Broadcasting Service Asaba, and Mrs. Christine Emelu, General Manager. Announcers.
Somebody is out now.
You can't start without the guy.
No. So that's that. Back to your seats.
No, stay like
All right. Thank you for staying with us. And
Morning Ride, Monday's edition continues, and this sport is the interview segment. And today we're going to be looking at blood donation. Blood donation, what does it mean, and who is eligible to donate blood? With me right here in the studio are members of the Red Cross Society. From my immediate, right, I have Mr. Bennett Ona. He's the Assistant Director, Blood Bank Management, FMC Asaba. Good to have you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And on the middle, the lady there, we have Ada Monye, Blood Donation Focal Point, Red Cross Society.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And also our regular, Joseph Udwe. You're welcome from the Red Cross Society as well. Good morning. Good to have you all. Okay, so today we are looking at blood donation. When we say blood donation, what exactly do we mean? How do we donate blood? Do you just go to the blood bank to drink blood? Or what? When we talk about blood donation, what exactly are we looking at? Okay, so Bennett, let's start.
Okay, thank you very much. Blood donation basically is an act of taking blood from a donor for the purpose of transfusing to a recipient who is in need of blood. So it's an act of collecting blood into the blood bag for the purpose of transfusing to would-be recipient.
Okay, so how is blood donation critical to the healthcare system?
Yeah, like we all know what blood is. Blood is the fluid of life, and its function is, transport of nutrients to the tissues, and also conveying of oxygen to the various tissue, and the carbon dioxide and waste products from the tissue. Blood is critically important in the health sector for trauma patients, as people who has been involved in accident. Like I said, blood is fluid of life. Yeah. When a patient loses a lot of blood, that function of carrying oxygen to the tissues will be impeded, it will be reduced. So in order to compensate for that, that person needs blood from external source, which is what brings us to this blood donation. And also in some medical condition, critical ill patients, that the body can no longer produce blood adequately. That's when we talk of anemic patients. There is a need for a source of blood from the outside the body. And also in childbirth, bearing, a woman who has lost a lot of blood in the theater and the labor room will definitely need external blood from external source for her to stay alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let
me add something to this, please.
Yes, please do.
I like the fact that Mr. Bennett made mention of having blood from external source. It tells you that irrespective of all the technological advancements the healthcare system all over the world has gone through, there is still one thing left. We cannot produce blood outside of the body. And that is why we need to get it from somebody who has it. And the way blood is, like the way blood is, you need to get it fresh for it to be very potent to the person who you are giving it to, and very useful. If it is blood that has stayed longer than 6 days, 7 days, it is not useful to the person anymore. So it has to be gotten fresh from the person who is the source and given to the person who is lacking blood, basically from all of the traumatic situations that Mr. Bennett already mentioned. So I just have to chip in that
How would you know a blood that has stayed more than 6 days? If you're a patient, how would you know a blood that has stayed more than 6 days?
Let me take it from there. I want to correct this impression. Depending on the medical condition, like he said, a fresh blood is a blood that's have, like he said, between 1 to 6 days, or sometimes 9 days, if the blood has been appropriately stored at the set temperature. You know, for a child, for neonates, or people who are actively bleeding, we recommend that fresh blood, fresh in the sense because the platelets which is needed to stop the bleeding, which is needed to stop bleeding, is still very active. Once the platelets, as the time goes on, when you stop blood, as the time goes on, the potency of that platelet reduces. So, and for a neonate that will need fresh blood, because the body and the immune system is still too not well developed to be able to handle some of the deteriorations that may have taken place in the stored blood. Basically, blood stayed for 35 days if appropriately stored, between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. 35 days, that is lifespan of blood, donated blood. But like I said, in some conditions, some medical condition, a fresh blood is recommended. And I said, for patients who are bleeding or who have these low platelets, what they call low platelet level, they need to replace it and replenish it with the use of that fresh blood, because storage diminishes the potency of platelets. That's it.
Okay, so a baby, or let's say an infant that needs blood, can an adult blood be given?
Of
Is
course.
blood the same?
Of
Okay,
course.
all bloods are
Of
the
course.
same.
Blood is
So
blood.
long as it's the same blood type.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so Ada, let's talk about eligibility for donors. Who is eligible to donate blood?
Okay, eligibility is of course a healthy adult, free from every disease, because obviously before you donate blood, of course they carry out screenings on you. So the person must be HIV free, hepatitis B, then I think from 65 years below. Then the person must be consenting adults, like 18 years above. Then from I think 75 kg or thereabouts to be able to donate blood. But the person must be medically certified healthy adults to donate blood.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the common disqualifiers for potential donors?
Of course, if somebody is sick, you can't donate blood when you're sick. Or if there are some certain medications you are under that you cannot donate blood. And if the person has a tattoo that is not medically done.
Medically done?
Yes.
Do we have tattoos that are medically done?
Of course, Mr. Bennett or Joe can answer to that. Yes,
okay, because I would want to know.
Because
I feel tattoo is tattoo.
Yes, I think what she's trying to say is there are some establishments that have certifications, like they are supposed to operate. They've been given the license to operate, so that's what Ada is talking about. And the reason for them to operate that way is because they have passed through some certifications, some standard procedures they need to ensure that they have in their system to ensure that you do not, expose the person or predispose them to any sort of infection while giving the tattoo.
Exactly.
Now, for those ones who are not certified, who are not licensed, they don't observe those procedures.
Like
and
those
so it is very easy for anybody to just go there, get tattooed, and then they get infections because they don't pass through official certification, observing standard protocols. Yeah.
Okay. So what safety measures now to be put in place to ensure that the donor's health?
Okay. In blood donation, what we call safe blood donation, and in safe blood donation, as the donor must be safe, and the recipient must also be safe. Like Ada pointed out earlier, in blood donation, the safety of the donor must be assured. First, we must make sure that the patient has enough blood, the donor must have enough blood to sustain him or her after that donation. You must also make the environment very conducive for the donor. You try not to traumatize the donor while he or she is donating so that she won't be discouraged coming the second time. For instance, people who have deep vein, whose bleeding veins are not conspicuous, if you puncture the person 2-3 times before you can get blood, definitely the person will be traumatized.
Okay, let's take a look at that clip on the system, on the monitor. That's a man donating blood, right?
Yes.
And he's lying down. Is that the only position to donate blood? Can someone sit while donating? Must
Sure.
the person
Sure.
lie?
Okay, sit.
Okay.
But your head
For the
must be
person-
raised.
Okay.
Your head must be raised.
Okay, you must rest your head on something.
Raise up, yeah.
Okay, your head must be
Raised.
up.
Yeah.
Okay. But his is not. His is lying.
It's raised. If you look at that couch,
Okay,
the head part
okay.
is raised up.
Okay. All right. So, are there any risks associated with donating blood? Ada, I want to hear from you.
Okay, yes, they are. And it's just few risks because Mr. Bennett pointed that before you donate blood, you have to be a healthy adult. And one of the questions we ask when we see when people come to donate it is, have you eaten? You understand? So that you don't now end up collapsing and will now start looking for blood to give to you while you're trying to save a life. So we'll make sure you've eaten, and of course you've done your screenings and everything is okay, and you go in for bleeding after certifying that when they've taken your PCV and they know that what is left from you is enough to sustain you. You understand? So by the time all those things are done and you're free from every infection, or you're not on any medication that will go against the blood or something, then also for a female, maybe you just finished your period or you're about during your period, that's very, very important too.
Okay,
Yes.
you're not supposed to donate blood
No.
while
Yeah.
in that.
No, while on your period.
2 weeks before, 2 weeks
Or
after.
2 weeks after.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, that's the eligible time for you to donate as a female. Yes, before your 2 weeks before your period or 2 weeks after your period. And of course, you've checked your PCV level and it's okay, and you can go ahead and donate. That's just the thing we have to do to prevent the dangers in blood donation.
Yeah,
Okay,
so,
so
if I'm meant to add to that just a little bit, I know it's a standard procedure for hospitals. Now, because we work with FMC, we've had a lot of blood donation procedures with FMC. So when you get to the hospital, the first thing they do is they give you a sheet of paper and then they ask you a series of questions. Those questions are streamlined to ensure that all of those risks that are involved during blood donation, that they are streamlined and then taken care of. They ask you questions based on your health, based on your predisposition, if you have eaten, if you've had unprotected access like a day or two before or within 2 weeks. A whole lot of those questions, numbering up to 45 the last time I checked. So I am sure Mr. Bennett would really be able to put us through all of those questions, but those are streamlined to ensure that all of the risks that are involved in blood donation, that they are taken care of before you are allowed to donate blood.
Okay, so Dr. Bennett, you said you're going to run us through some possible questions. So what are the things we need to do before we donate blood?
What we need to know is, like he said, there's a question here that contains all those panel of questions. And the essence is just to ensure that you have not been exposed previously, because mainly the incubation time for some of the TTIs, also transfusion transmissible infections, that could have possibly been contacted within that and are not detectable within that window period.
Okay.
To ensure that you are not exposed to those risky practices or behaviors, before you are allowed to donate blood. It's like he mentioned, when did you donate blood last? Is this your first time? Are you married? Do you have multiple sex partners? Have you had hepatitis B in the past? Have you tested yourself for HIV? Have you been close to a person that has tuberculosis, all those questions, just all those things are just precautionary measures to ensure that the blood we are taking from you donor is suitable for the recipient.
Okay. So what happens when a type an O positive is given a B positive blood kind? What happens? Have you seen such cases before?
Yeah, of
because
course.
I know there are mistakes in every sector.
So
what happens?
Like blood are type cross-matched before they are given to the recipient. If you give a wrong blood to a wrong patient, definitely there will be a reaction. What
are the possible
reactions? There's antibody antigen reactions. You know, in the surface of the red blood cells, we have the antigens. And the plasma, you have antibodies. And for an A person will contain the B antigens. So when that antibody that is incompatible, when they come in contact with the corresponding antigen, there will be a reaction. The reaction can be in terms of hemolysis or clumping of blood inside the system. It can be very fatal.
Can lead to death?
Yes. Sure, it does.
So you have to be
especially
very
in ABO incompatibility. There are other things that can lead to transfusion reaction, even the temperature of the blood, the frequency of dropping, you know, all those things can see. But the most dangerous one is the ABO incompatibility. Like you said, somebody that is O and you're giving the person B, or somebody that is B, you're giving the person A. You know, apart from O, that is unquote universal donor that can give blood to any of other blood groups, and also AB that can receive from any other person, but cannot give to anybody except yes.
They are selfish. Okay, so how does donated blood help patients? Now, how does it help patients?
Donating blood to a patient is to save the person's life. That's just basically the major thing, to save a life.
Okay. Yes. All right. Can you share any stories or example of lives saved by?
To emergencies, we've not just FMC, we've done that at Ash, St. Joseph, in fact, outside Delta, I've even been in Warri, a lot of places. So that's what the Red Cross have been doing, because what we usually do is, once we get messages like that, we send messages to our WhatsApp group, because we have a blood donation group actually, and our database group will send out messages, and people, you know, will encourage them to repost and everything. And even DBS, the radio station, they've helped us sometimes too, like pass all those messages, and we keep on getting calls like, okay, please, we want to donate. And thanks to FMC too, because sometimes when maybe we have people that say they need an O positive blood, and we don't have O positive donor at that moment. If FMC has, FMC usually goes ahead to give, so long as it's coming from the Red Cross. They give, and we kind of replace later, maybe with same O positive or with another blood type. So they've been awesome. FMC, ASH, they've been wonderful.
And these bloods you give to FMC and other hospitals, they don't pay for it. They are free.
In fact, that's actually one of our why we came up with this. We know that a lot of emergencies happen. And probably when you try to call family members or it's an emergency, you might not be able to even get the person's family. You understand? So
yeah. So if these bloods are given free, because the donor actually gives you free,
yes,
the Red Cross, and then you give to these hospitals free. So why do some hospitals sell blood?
Yeah, I think I need to jump in here. It's been a rumor, or I should say one of those misinformations flying around a lot. People say that hospitals sell blood. I am not trying to defend those ones who sell blood, but I know for certain that health facilities like FMC and ASH do not sell blood because we have a working relationship with them over time. And we know how they have come to the rescue of persons who do not have money to buy blood and who cannot even afford it, or who can't even find the blood to buy. So I think let me even allow Mr. Bennett to come and chip in here.
Okay, I was expecting that question.
Yeah, take it from you.
You know, a lot of misinformation out there. They say knowledge is power. And I think I don't blame anybody. They are just talking based on the information available to them. The truth is that we don't sell blood in FMC. And our pattern of blood banking is a replacement banking. Just like when you go to bank and it's not the exact money you put in the bank that you take away when you're going to withdraw. Okay, so what we do is that we replace. For instance, Ada has come to the blood bank. She has a patient, or she may be the patient, and she has donated like 2 pints of blood. And before she comes for it, some other person has come that's needed immediately. I know maybe Ada, maybe in 1 week time, she'll be needing her blood. What happened is that, for me, I need to, this person that is urgent, that is imagine you need this blood now for you to save a life. Okay, I say, okay, if you don't have a donor, if you don't have anybody who will donate for you, what do you have? You bring some amount. I will give you Ada's blood. Okay, with that money I have taken from you, okay, I will use it to get a donor to replace Ada's blood. You get it?
I don't get it.
Okay, with respect to the blood provided by voluntary donors and Red Cross Society, definitely there is no charge to it. The only charge you pay is the group and cross match. That's what we call group and cross match.
Yeah.
Those tests we do to ensure that you get your blood match. You get it? So outside that, you don't pay any money again. But some information, like I said, because of the information people have, why I have to go into that is that somebody may say, or you may have seen somebody collecting money and giving blood. That's just what I'm trying to tell you.
I bought blood myself.
You bought blood. Okay. That's what I'm trying to explain to you now. You know that there is no supermarket where you go and get blood. Or, you know, where you just go and manufacture blood. And the hospital doesn't keep blood. It's the responsibility of the scientists, and those are the blood bank, to help you source this blood when you need it, and you don't have a donor. Okay? And like I said, Ada has kept 2 pints of blood. You'll be needing it in 3 days' time, and you're here looking for it, and you need to save somebody now. Okay? What I'll do that, it's my responsibility. I cannot keep Ada's blood when somebody is dying. Okay, I'll say, okay, this is the amount you give to you pay to a donor, those who donate blood, you know, to get that blood from them to replace the one Ada's that I'm giving to you. So when Ada comes, she will also have her blood to use.
Okay, so are you saying now that you pay these donors when they come to donate blood? Do you pay them or do you give them anything?
We have vendors. There are vendors whose their duty is to supply us blood.
That's blood banks? Is it the same as blood banks?
Yeah, blood banks.
Okay.
Like you have districts, like I said, districts that supply, you have that supply this, and they are the source of this supply, our replacements that we do.
No, that is for
so
FMC.
For
FMC,
those,
not for the Red Cross.
Not for the
Okay.
Red Cross.
we
Red Cross
give
is just
freely.
Yeah,
Freely,
of course.
yes.
And anybody can walk into the bank and say, I want to donate to charity, voluntary donor.
Yeah.
Okay, those ones, nothing is charged to that patient.
Okay.
I myself have donated blood several to patients, who don't have donors. Okay.
Okay. So how often can one donate blood? How often? Joseph, would you tell me that?
Okay. Normally, we advise patients who want to donate blood according to the sex. If it's for males, we encourage you to donate blood once every 3 months.
Once every 3 months.
Then for females, we encourage you to donate blood once every 4 months because of the gender disparity.
Once every 4 months.
Once every 4 months,
females.
Yes. The rate at which the number of red blood cells in the body for males is higher than the one for the females. So that is why we do it, because you also have a lot of factors making the level of blood in that of the female to reduce, aka menstruation. So because of that, blood is usually lesser in females than in males.
Okay. Now, so how can community and organizations support blood donation drives?
Yes, this is where I would love to really hit the nail. The reason why we're here today is because on Friday here we'll have Blood Donor Day all over the world, World Blood Donor Day. And we are here trying to create awareness so that people will join the drive for voluntary blood donation. Recall what we said earlier in the show that there is no other place you can get blood apart from the human body. So it tells you that if people don't come out to donate voluntarily, we will not see the blood to use. And what it means is that people who have emergency situations and need for blood will not see blood to use. And that is putting people's lives at risk and at danger. So the only way for us to ensure that we have enough amount of blood is to ensure that people key into that project of ensuring that there's blood safe and ready for people to use. So everybody has to be on deck. The media houses has to be on the deck. The government has to be on deck. Private organizations have to be on deck. Individuals, communities, everybody has a role to play. We need to start coming together. We need to start talking. We need to start sharing ideas and innovative ways to ensure that blood is readily available. Because what happens to one person today can happen to another person tomorrow. Exactly. And there's no telling who's going to be next. We have had blood donation schemes help bring people together. That is a big plus. We have had blood donation schemes save people's lives in ways they never imagined it was going to happen. I'll give a very good example. I think in 2021, we were doing a blood donation drive when we met one man. The man was almost going crazy. His wife was in a theater. They had need for blood. He didn't have money to buy the blood. And there was no way he was sure he was going to get the blood. That was at FMC. So as we were doing the blood drive, immediately, the director came to meet us and said, somebody has emergency need for blood, and you are doing blood donation here. Can you not help us? And we're like, that is the reason why we are here.
Yes,
immediately, the blood was given, and it was all negative. And Mr. Bennett here can confirm to us how scarce all negative is. Okay. So immediately, it was given to that man, and he saved the woman's life. 2 pints of blood. So imagine if we were not there at FMC, having that blood donation. And mind you, that day was even June 14th, World Blood Donor Day, 2021. So there is a high need for us to begin to discuss. Let us begin to come together. Let us have town hall meetings, discussions, mobilizations. We all need to come and discuss about the need for blood donation, because if we don't start it now, the need is, okay, we have one need, had one need for blood donation yesterday. We had to send out the information on our social media handles, and up till now, we still haven't gotten that need for blood. We still haven't met that need for blood. The person is at a specialist hospital as we speak.
The blood type?
Blood type is O positive, and 2 pints of blood is needed. A very old man. So if we are hoping that everybody will come on board and assist us to ensure that whenever there is need for blood, that it will be met. And basically fresh blood, because that is the one that is most useful to those persons who need it. So we are hoping that media houses, everybody, thank God for DBS, we always have this platform to reach out to people. And we are hoping that with time, when there is need for blood, we can cascade it down to DPS, and then it can be given out on the shows, TV, radio, so that anybody who is willing and ready to donate can quickly contact us, because like has been said and as established, we give it for free. We do not charge. But that's not to say that you will not pay for the screening and then for the blood bags, like Mr. Bennett already said. So everybody needs to come on deck. Don't forget, this sensitization is to ensure that those of you who are listening out there hear us and begin to call us, because we need your donations. Exactly. Don't forget, it is free. So those persons who are going to get it free. And for those persons who are voluntary blood donors, there are perks to it. You're going to get your checks done free of charge. You don't get to pay. And if you're a regular blood donor, because you're donating, when you have need for blood, nobody prays for any emergency to happen. But when it happens, be sure that when you call for it, we'll see how to also drive and mobilize to ensure that the blood is made available to anybody who needs it.
And another thing to add, please, blood donation does not kill. Okay. It doesn't kill at all. Like Joe said, it helps you. Like from time to time, you get your health checked. You understand, and you don't even pay for it. It's like getting my health checked free of charge. So it doesn't kill, because most times we'll get calls of people needing blood, and the first question I ask them is, does the person have family members? Okay. Because you see family members lying around the person, and none of them are willing to give blood. Now they're looking for another person to come and give. So I'm like, please, if you have family members there, why not ask them, encourage them to go and check if the blood will match, and you give to them. It doesn't kill. You are saving a life. In fact, that joy alone that your blood is actually going to be used to save somebody's life, in fact, it's supposed to give you, happiness. Okay. The fact that you're saving a life. And that life you save today might save yours tomorrow. Yeah. Right. You never can tell. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. This is actually an eye-opener for those who are scared of donating blood. Please, do not be scared. Nothing is happening. If you have excess blood, why not give somebody? Thank you so much. Okay, June 14th is World Blood Donor Day. June 14th is World Blood Donor Day. That day, we are urging every one of you to come out and donate blood at FMC. Yes, you can go to FMC to donate blood so you can save a life. Thank you so much, Red Crosser Joseph, Red Crosser Ada, and Dr. Bennett. Scientist. Yeah, okay, scientist. Lab scientist Bennett. Thank you so much for gracing this seat. We hope that you come again when we call on you.
It's a pleasure very much.
Thank you so much. So, June 14th, Blood Donor Day. Go to FMC to donate blood and save a life. On behalf of the crew that made up Morning Ride Monday's edition, we join the curtain right about now and say thank you for being part of us on this special episode. My co-anchor Onometano and Eddie Ipri and every other person that has made this wonderful and successful ride. We are saying thank you so much. God bless you. Have a beautiful Monday. Bye for now.